Mics are hot.
I am.
How,
hi.
yes, Mike is hot. Mike is a sexy marshmallow. Make sure.
Can I have a second opinion on that one? I don't know if I necessarily agree with that.
Wow. Just started already being a dick to me.
You'll be fine.
Hello.
You'll be fine, Mike.
Hello, everyone. We're back into the Geekdom, I guess.
Of sorts.
Yeah. The Wrestlemania edition. All of us totally prepared and studied for this show.
Yep.
Bullshit.
We're all completely prepared for the show.
Bullshit.
We have Yeti back. I'm glad he's appearing more often than he used to again. So that's good. And of course we have Gaming Golem. Our resident gaming golem. I guess that's what they call him. How are you boys today?
I'm alive, I guess.
I've been zoning out all day, so I completely forgot about tonight.
So this show is already going very well.
Yeah, like this is going.
Mike.
Like,
What's up, Yuri? What's up, Fumi?
how about we start not looking at the card first and just not think about it right away? Because honestly, the card is not as good as I thought it was gonna be.
I agree.
So let's start with some other stuff first.
I mean,
Hey, at least Stone Cold's coming back for a segment.
yeah,
I mean, that's true.
yeah.
Where he maybe not stun Kevin Owens, which would be awesome.
Hmm.
I really hope he does.
I mean, I think,
like, don't get me
I
wrong,
hope
I
he
like
wrestles
Kevin
Kevin.
Owens.
I hope he wrestles
Like,
Kevin Owens.
yeah.
I do too. I have a feeling there will be a match there.
Because like, there's not very many matches on night one, which we'll get to. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think there's only like
So that being said,
There'll be 5
seven
confirmed.
matches.
from the interview
most,
I've watched,
most likely.
which made me extremely happy, is the fact that he said if he was coming back to fight somebody, the only person he'd really want to fight is Brock Lesnar, and I'm like, oh god, that would be a match.
No.
Oh my-
No.
So
Just
basically,
He's
get
not the
slammed
safest
around.
person for a neck injury.
so
No, no.
basically, Stone
to
Cold
die.
wants to die.
At least
much.
Kevin Owens knows how to protect people.
Yeah.
He does not give a fuck. He did drop Undertaker on his head before beating him, so
Yeah, gave him a concussion in a match that he doesn't remember.
he doesn't remember losing the streak. That's how bad that was.
Well, that's
To be fair, Brock Lesnar even hurts himself. Let's be fair.
this is.
Oh,
Do we really
God,
need to talk about that dive?
But I mean, hold on a
Yeah,
second.
Beautiful splash he tried to pull off.
Hold on a second now.
Shooting star press.
Let's
Yeah.
talk. Let's get in.
Turned into shooting
Let's
star
get this
face
straight.
press.
Okay.
Yeah.
Undertaker has literally stated multiple times that was supposed to be his last match. And that the only reason he kept going was not because he could. It was because he did not want the last match of his career to be one he did not remember.
I mean, that's fair, but then he kept going for like 5 more years. So at what
I was
point?
gonna say that doesn't really show
There's
him
a
a lot of vote of confidence.
There's a
considering how long
documentary
he kept
about
going.
him where he's just like the sad old man that couldn't let go, and I'm glad he finally did.
Yeah. And
He
then,
just couldn't let go because Saudi Arabia money was too good for him. He had to he couldn't say no.
of
Definitely
course,
should have.
yeah. And of course, I feel like we should take a moment to just recognize the loss in the community of wrestling a couple of weeks ago. Scott Hall.
Mhm.
The original bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been crazy, that kind of stuff, especially when you find out that now you got Triple H who almost died.
Yep.
He'll never be in the ring again. He won't even go to the gym ever again.
Yeah, he can't do anything strenuous now because he's got the defibrillator.
He's basically a talent scout for the rest of his career.
Uh-huh.
He can't get involved in any other way that might give him pressure.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So it's unfortunate, but at least Triple H he's still alive. He's still
I was
around.
gonna
And
say.
he looks good.
I was going to
still
say,
looks good.
he's still around for his, kids and whatnot.
So that being said, what was your favorite Triple H moment or match? Like, is there a favorite Triple H moment for you guys?
Oh, when he stole Stephanie McMahon and went and got married in Vegas.
Which is totally not a good thing now.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it would have to be fucking showing up to WCW on the fucking tank.
That or when he and Shawn Michaels spray painted DX on the side of the corporate
Yes,
building.
that's up there.
They pulled
You-
that off.
You talk Triple H, and there's just like so many freaking highlights that you could
It
go
helps.
on
Yeah,
and
you-
on.
He's had an amazing career, but at the same time, it's like there are a lot of things in his career that for him wasn't fair that had happened to him.
Agreed.
Yeah. And that match where it was him versus Taker and Shawn Michaels had no choice but to call the pin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the confliction in Michaels' face when he didn't want to call the pin against Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And both men couldn't walk out afterwards.
I mean,
That was a great moment.
it was a great moment, and then
That's when you know when those guys gave literally everything that they had to get help off.
and he brings up a fair point about things that happened that were kind of bullcrap. And I think about literally, Mike, I talked to you about it the other day. Him and Sean versus Brothers of Destruction. That match in Saudi Arabia.
His last matches.
Having to, let's face it, at that point he was really the only one who could do any of the maneuvers with any type of finesse.
Yeah. I think between the four of them, they had 1.5 knees
1.5 knees, maybe a third of a hip.
and 30 concussions. Like Jesus.
30
I don't know.
concussions.
God damn. It was bad, but his last televised match was actually still in Saudi Arabia, and it was against Randy Orton. That was his
Yep.
last televised match.
And that was actually a good match.
And his last actual match was a dark show in Japan, where he teamed up with, I think, Shinsuke.
I'd have to look it up, but I think you're right.
And it was against Robert Roode and Samoa Joe, I think. Which is actually a pretty awesome final match to go out on, honestly.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You got 3 really good workers around him. Like
You
come
got
on.
3 really good workers, and let's face
And
it,
it's Japan.
four different styles.
Yeah, it was Shinsuke and Triple H versus Samoa Joe and Robert Roode in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Back in 2019. That was his last live show. His last live match. And apparently they posted the whole match, which would be really fun to watch later.
Really?
Yeah, they actually posted the whole match.
Huh.
Oh
No.
no, they didn't. Someone just did a reaction, a remake of
Uh,
it. I'm sure they might in like later footage.
I mean, if you look, I'm sure you can find it.
Yeah, Daily Motion.
I'm sure they'll release it because WWE doesn't do anything without recording everything they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a documentary on Triple H later now that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
How about your favorite all-time WrestleMania? Like it's super nostalgic to you, or just your favorite?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so one of my favorite moments would have to be the fact that John Cena was just randomly in the crowd and decided to run up the stage for no reason, just randomly. I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, I know this has no real point,
Bless you.
But-
Oh, you Gollum.
Mine is actually a more recent time
Sure.
Mania, and that was Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks.
That was a great one.
That was
a
a-
great match.
That was an amazing match.
Probably one of the best moments in WrestleMania history.
What about you, Mike?
favorite intro.
I know he's persona non grata, but the ending of WrestleMania where Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit are holding hands, crying,
Yeah,
both won the world title. It's probably one of the greatest WrestleMania moments of all time. And it's a shame that it's tainted
it is. It is very tainted.
because
We won't go
the
in.
Triple Threat was amazing. Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle was incredible.
Yeah, we won't get into more detail on why it's tainted.
Yeah. The only match that was really like dog shit on that card was Goldberg versus Lesnar 1. 'Cause
Right.
They're both leaving anyway. Oh, and the Tori Wilson and Sable match, but that's not even a match. So.
What was your guys' favorite intro, like wrestling intro on WrestleMania? Like special over the wall.
See,
moment.
now for me, that's an easy one, just because you guys know I'm a gearhead. So any of Eddie Guerrero's entrances are top tier for me, but Triple H when he came out with the skull crown on the fucking trike.
That was a pretty good entrance.
Like,
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Gollum, do you have one?
Not particularly. Or at least that comes to mind immediately.
I do like the John Cena shouting through the glass in 23.
yeah,
Oh, Snoop Dogg with Sasha is good too.
that's pretty good.
No one really expected Snoop Dogg to show up, but he just does.
I mean,
And Shawn Michaels from the crowd, from
That's fair.
ziplining from the air.
I was gonna say, yeah, you can't like that's always a top entrance.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's like one of the things that cemented him as Mr. WrestleMania.
Yeah, and speaking of like other favorite WrestleMania matches, pretty much everything Shawn Michaels did at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Like him and Jericho was so underrated.
See,
Jericho,
for me,
Jericho and
I would.
are underrated. Sorry, Eddie, go ahead.
No problem. For me, I would have to say honestly, as much as I'm not like a huge John Cena fan, he has had some of the best WrestleMania entrances in the WWE.
Agreed.
He has
The
some
one-
good entrances.
Like the one where he got literally thousands of clones of him. Like goddamn guy
Yeah.
casted Shadow Clone Jutsu or something, and just fucking had a bunch of them lining the fucking ramp.
He's had
And
some
then-
pretty good matches too.
Yeah.
That or the one when he came out in the old-fashioned car like a fucking gangster. That was badass too when he did that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't? Oh my God! Wasn't that when the CM Punk's first appearance when he was like dressed as a character?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I just
do-
remember his entrance, and I was just like, "Wow, that's
Like if I had to pick a John Cena match, him versus JBL when he finally wins his first world title is a pretty good one.
Heck yeah.
I actually really liked him versus Carlito. Him and Carlito when Carlito first won the
I
belt
spit
off
in the
of him.
face of people who don't want to be cool.
And you know
You
what?
know, it was really bad for them to bring him back during the COVID time because he couldn't do that.
That,
Yeah.
I like how they made a joke of it too. He had to like, swallow it. He's like, even he was like, I can't even do this gimmick anymore.
Yeah, like you take away like what's up with them taking away freaking names and shit of people?
So, Pete Dunne was a fine name, right?
Exactly.
Why is it Butch?
Now he's Butch. I
Where did
like
Butch even come from?
I don't know, but I hear that and I just expect this like sup, I'm Butch. And
sounds like a
I'm
dog name.
gonna make you my bitch.
Both his real name and Pete Dunne are both better than Butch.
Yeah. Or freaking taking away Angel Garza.
And just calling him Garza. Or just Angel. I don't
Like,
even know.
what the fuck?
Or Matt Riddle is just Riddle. Like, he's like the Riddler now.
I mean, that one isn't real. That's just one less word, and you consider
Slippery slope, man.
You know what one really got me?
which
All of a sudden, Mr. Bearcat is the nickname for Keith Lee. Just one time on the episode, they're like, "Oh, he is the Bearcat, Keith Lee." It's like, when did that start?
And then
And
he
then
went
he
right back
just
to
never
Limitless.
showed up again.
And then he
none.
went right back to being Limitless on AEW.
Yeah,
Like, immediately right after. Like Bearcat never happened.
Yuri, you're a wrestling fan, aren't you? I mean, I think we have room for another person if he wanted to jump in.
I mean, that's fine with me.
Okay.
More the merrier.
Yuri, let me know. You
I
want?
have, another question before we have the card. While we're waiting to see if Yuri wants to come in. When you look at the card, there's 2 championships not booked, and they've both been on TV a lot, as far as I know. Why aren't the IC and US titles taken seriously ever?
I think they are more of the TV brand ones. So you'll see them on the Monday Night Raws and the Smackdowns, and that's the big match that usually happens on those.
That's fine. I would accept that if it wasn't for the fact that AEW does that shit anyway and puts it on their main cards.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wish they would do more with the champions of them. Like,
Yeah, because like there's one match that you literally could just have the champion participate instead of the celebrity,
yeah.
Alright.
and it would make as much sense.
Gotta just move a couple things around. Hello, Popcat.
Popcat Yuri.
Popcat Yuri.
Hello, Yuri.
Hello.
Yuri, do you want to send me your Discord reactive? Or do you want me to just grab it? I mean, you could always turn your camera on.
That's okay. That's okay.
So
That sounds like a solid pass, Chief.
yeah.
Oh, I knew he would.
So for you,
Bless
Yuri,
you.
Bless you.
were you a
Sorry.
Triple H person?
I was actually what is it? Rey Mysterio fan, actually.
Oh, okay.
I mean, nothing
So
wrong with that.
do you have a favorite Rey Mysterio WrestleMania moment then?
When he had his entrance and when he won his first world title, that was like my best moment.
That's fair. I feel like for you as a fan, it would be the biggest moment for you.
Oh yeah.
I've just been delaying this card for as long as.
Oh, we are delaying it so very hard.
That's what she said.
Oh God.
Okay, so do we get to it, or do you guys have more questions first?
I'm good
Question
for
is,
whatever
do
you
we
got.
Well, I promoted it, so I guess we have to now.
All right. Popcat is in
So-
place.
So, we'll start with night 1, which doesn't even have all the matches fucking confirmed,
Great.
and it's a week before the show.
Yeah.
So we'll
That's
just
a bad
touch on
time.
those 2 first. Supposedly the Seth Rollins Open Challenge is this night. Does Seth Rollins face Cody Rhodes?
God, I hope not.
Probably gonna happen.
Because Seth Rollins will probably instantly take an L, because how could you have Cody Rhodes lose as soon as he comes out of AEW? I know it's a WWE thing to do, but
I was gonna say they would do that.
I was gonna say it's not. I wouldn't
It's
put it
WWE. They'll fuck anything up.
exactly.
Though to
I
be
mean-
honest, I honestly think that they're doing something very sneaky here, and I'm kind of excited for it. So, the wrestling brands have always had better reaction when they've been at war with the other wrestling brands. So, WCW versus WWF at the time, they had such a huge rating on both of them.
This is.
I'm not going to be shocked if you see a underlining deal between AEW
Oh.
and WWE to have
Yeah,
a
'cause-
brand war, because Cody Rhodes doesn't hate WWE. He
No.
still respects WWE.
This is true.
Yeah, here's the other problem with the war theory. Tony Khan and Kenny Omega both don't want to be a direct competitor. They just want to be an alternative. WWE claims they don't take them seriously, but yet tries to steal their shit.
I'm just saying, I can see them working a deal together to make
I can see
the
them
war
working
a
together
thing,
as-
even though
yeah.
it's not even a war. It's
I was
just
gonna say,
having some cross.
Because honestly,
Yeah.
like WCW, WWF, that was
They legit hate
legit.
each other.
That was legit war.
Yeah, it was.
I
Okay.
think Tony Khan respects wrestling too much to face McMahon.
I can see them doing it. It's not going to be out of the fact that they actually hate each other.
I
They're
think
going
they
to
just
do
want to
it for
make the
money.
content better.
Yeah.
They'll make the content better, which is what I think would be more fair, and neither company's gonna end up closing in the end. I think is the best result. Of that. It's just WWE helping the other company prop up, and then they all look good in the end.
Exactly.
That's what should happen.
Well, what happens, happens.
So, who do you think Seth Rollins faces if not Cody then?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because I have a theory that might be Braun Breaker.
Ooh, really?
He comes out, pins Seth Rollins within a couple minutes, comes back on Raw, debuts on Raw the next night. And you get a win over Seth Rollins immediately like that. And that's something Seth would do too.
Yeah, I mean, Seth, despite the fact that he plays the heel, he
plays the best heel in WWE right now.
But then you get
I was gonna say, right now.
Yeah.
He will never be the greatest heel of all time.
And just like that, Braun Breaker's your top babyface.
Yep. And he's put over.
Yep.
I actually like it.
What about you, Dev? Do you have any other thoughts on who you pick there?
I'm trying to think of people who have been out of action for a while.
Oh yeah.
Batista's coming back.
No.
Oh,
I'm saying.
Oh no.
No. It's gonna be Killian Cross. God, I hope not.
He's too busy creating his narrative right now.
Yeah.
It looks,
we won't even get into that.
It looks like trash, dude. I'm sorry.
We won't even get into that one yet.
No.
We won't.
Another day.
That's another night. But no, like I'm thinking about wrestlers who have been on the injured list.
Who's been out for a while?
That's what I'm trying to think of. Like it's gonna be somebody nobody's expecting.
Mick Foley's coming back for another match.
Oh God.
Yeti's just trolling.
You're just putting part-timers in that, aren't you?
No, literally, what's gonna happen this is
possibly Lashley because he was out because of his shoulder.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Lashley, or maybe it's not on the card because what's gonna happen? Seth comes down during the KO show.
Edge is coming back, doing a fucking another WrestleMania moment.
Already wrestling in the night.
I was gonna say he's going against AJ on night 2.
I know. He's gonna make sure he's in both nights. That's his WrestleMania moment.
I can see it.
I'm doing both.
I can see that happening, actually.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the return of Mace, guys.
Oh my God, Mason T-Bar.
Mace and T-Bar together again. That's the way
Mason T-Bar get pinned by Seth Rollins.
Okay, hold on here.
No, let's be honest. They're gonna bring the whole Retribution gang back.
And then still get beat.
No. I just had a thought. Okay. You're talking Braun Breaker. You're talking Braun Breaker. What about the other lackey of Jinder Mahal there, who's supposed to be debuting on Raw?
It might be Veer Mahan. That's a good way of getting him big too. But
like,
I think
that's
him as a monster heel.
Take it from Seth.
You could.
Like.
You could.
No, they're gonna bring Veer into the New Day. He's gonna be the new positive.
he's gonna replace Big E.
All right, I'm done. I'm out. It was good being here. Later, all.
Veer Man. It's a new day, yes it is, but like his thick Indian accent.
No, he'll just say it in his native language.
And then out comes Kofi and Xavier completely confused.
Yeah, they could be looking at him like.
I think it was. I think we might have missed Q.
Might be our Q guys. I don't know.
Oh my God! But you know what? We're talking WrestleMania. I want to talk about the Andre the Giant match. Okay.
Yeah. So.
And one of the biggest mistakes I think that WWE has pulled in the past month.
Is making this match?
Well, no, not making this match. You've got freaking. You've got freaking Commander Aziz in the match.
So, I like Commander Aziz. I think he's actually one of the best.
I like him. I love him. I do. But you've already had him lose twice to Omos. Like,
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's Omos. Like,
You have these two fucking giants.
How about
okay,
how about
sorry,
this twist?
a giant compared to Omos, that's not a thing. Omos is the giant, and
No.
everything beside him just looks tiny as hell.
Except Commander Aziz does not look small next to Omos.
I think it's gonna be Omos winning it, but if not, I honestly think it could be a random swerve when Cody Rhodes just comes out and wins it.
I don't disagree with that one, Mike.
Because WWE would swerve us like that. Seth Rollins gets something completely different.
Well, I mean,
WWE very rarely gives us the match we want.
I mean, think about it.
The Fiend match last year.
Well, yeah,
That's true.
and think about
I'm
it.
trying not to talk about that, Mike.
It was a good WrestleMania until that match, to be honest.
Yeah, but yeah,
That was the weakest match they've ever done. And you know what? That's the worst thing is he's had the coolest entrance in the WWE for the longest time.
And
He's
I think
had
it
some
was
of
a
the best
Tamina tag
fights,
team
and then
match
they just give him
afterwards.
terrible.
And I think it was a Tamina tag team match afterwards, and we're like, we're fucking done with this show now.
but see, here you go. Like, I forget what the fuck I was gonna say. Anyways, moving on. No, because I literally forget what the fuck I was gonna say.
That's okay. I think it's probably gonna be Omos though. I think that's what they're gonna go with. They need to give him something to look like a monster evil.
I mean,
They just need to give him a moment.
yeah,
He hasn't
They
had
need
a
to give him.
moment yet.
They fucked up with Braun, so they gotta make him look like the next Braun Strowman.
they've been feeding him crap.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
it's
going to say Wheaties.
been
too.
trash.
No, they need to actually give him.
Wheaties.
They need to put him in there with Commander Aziz or somebody who can like put on a match against Omos that he doesn't win in. Oh look, ding, 1, 2, 3, ding.
Yeah, these squash matches.
Like,
Well, that's the thing. I kind of like the squash matches with Omos because they're really building them, if that makes any sense.
it
Yeah.
does, but it's. I feel like they're gonna.
It's really old school though.
I feel like it's gonna build him too much, and then he's not gonna be able.
He's still pretty green.
He's not gonna be able to actually live up to it.
Yeah, he doesn't have the same charisma as Jade Cargill, who's also pretty green, but she's got the charisma.
Exactly.
Omos doesn't really have that yet. I think he needs more time.
I think if you're gonna do Omos the way they're trying to do him, they need to give him a mouthpiece.
To be fair, I think if they were going to build Omos the way they were, I think putting him with AJ Styles was not really the best option to begin with.
AJ
Not to get...
No, that
They are not the personalities that you need because, like, AJ right now is kind of a joke in the WWE.
unfortunately.
Omos to be serious. They should have put him with somebody serious.
You know who
Well,
would
that's
be good for him? If he was part of Hurt Business with MVP and
Oh.
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would have been okay with that.
that would have been good. But like that's what I'm saying. Like
Can you imagine
he
being the
he
muscle of
needs
Bobby
an
Lashley?
he needs an MVP. He needs a Paul Heyman. Okay,
He needs
because
that rub.
I love what he does and whatnot when he's in the ring, but then he opens his mouth and I'm just like mute. He
See, like, they started him out as a bouncer for the underground arena.
Yeah.
It didn't have a lot of high hopes.
yeah, and then they fucking move him on, and then they move him on to AJ Styles, and just,
Like, the biggest part of his career is probably going to be his height.
I agree.
Pun not intended.
He just... Sorry, was that Gollum?
The height of
Pun not intended.
the height of his
No,
career.
It was definitely a pun.
Oh, it was definitely intended.
I was gonna say, even I could tell it was intended.
Because, like,
Yeah.
I think the only reason why they're pushing him is because they wanted a cheaper Braun, because Braun costs $1 million a year.
Yeah. But all right. So
So the next thing is the other one that may or may not be a match, but it might be a really cool thing to see. Stone Cold appearing on the KO show with Kevin Owens.
That's going to turn into a fight. Let's be
Texas.
honest.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's going to be a fight.
It is.
They're
But-
not going to have Stone Cold come out and just talk.
no,
WrestleMania.
because if that was the case, KO would be going on to the Broken Skull podcast.
Oh, KO would gladly take a pin for Stone Cold too.
Yep. And like, also, you got to think about it. If that was the route they were going,
yeah,
they wouldn't have him doing like his whole Stone Cold entrance
Yeah.
to make fun of Stone Cold.
that was
Stuff like that. Like, that would not be a thing.
that was just cringe.
I was also reading reports that this might actually close the first night because it'd be so big of a pop if you can't follow it.
Mhm.
I mean, if you look at the other matches that are actually on the card, you know,
It's probably
the
true.
the women's, you got Charlotte Flair versus Rousey for the women's title.
Yeah, which
Becky
is-
versus
will be
Bianca
good
for the
match.
Raw
I'm
title.
actually kind of excited that for
yeah.
You've got the throwaway match of McIntyre and Corbin and
Yeah, we'll
I really
Mysterio's
hope
Mysterio's and whatnot versus Miz and Logan.
yeah, we'll get to that.
So it's one of those things where the only match I feel that could potentially have any type of pop is going to be the SmackDown tag match.
Yeah, that's Ronda. Yeah.
Not the women's match, the tag titles.
No.
Usos and Shinsuke.
Yeah.
I think for the
You know,
regular
I'd be
wrestling
okay
fans,
with them being a
yes.
tag. I think they'd be a great tag team champions set too, as well, having them up because they are hyping them up pretty good.
They
Like,
are.
I could see them losing the belt the same night that Roman does.
Yeah, and let's face it, Shinsuke and Rick Boogs have good charisma together.
Yep. Rick Boogs, he fucking commands the audience every time he comes out. Every audience member loves Rick Boogs in his entrance for Shinsuke.
Oh yeah, no, and I love that. Go ahead. Go on.
I said I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look at how.
So I guess we're starting with the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
I mean, I figure why not?
The Usos versus Rick Boogs and Shinsuke. They earn their shot on
Shinsuke
SmackDown.
Nakamura.
Boogs beat the guy really quickly. They got their WrestleMania match.
But what I love is the fact that they had him come out, leg all wrapped up,
Yep.
and freaking he gets in the ring, he's like hobbling along, and then he just starts unwrapping it when Jay's back is turned, and he does the whole stomp on the mat.
Yep.
Like, I
I
feel
also like his new look. Like, Rick Boogs' new look actually suits him so well.
it really does.
And then you
He's got like
just
a Freddie Mercury vibe going on.
knock out Jey Uso with electric guitar and just finish the match that way.
I mean, I feel like I feel like as a musician,
Magician?
Fuck
Maybe
you.
magical.
it's gonna be a magical match regardless. Shut up. What do you think, Yuri?
Yeah, it's. That's the first match to start off, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh
it's
no,
not.
it's not going to be the first match.
Not,
No.
It might be a.
We actually don't know what's going to open or close the show.
Yeah.
They're not
I think that's going to be the mid card. I think that's going to be the middle of WrestleMania.
They're going to open with a women's title.
Probably.
Title matches.
They probably are, yeah.
I mean,
Speaking of, we'll go to one of them now. Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Raw title. Rematch because Becky Lynch is here in seconds.
I see Bianca actually getting the title.
I
feel
personally
like
think they're going to bury her.
They're gonna bury her again.
Yeah.
unfortunately, I feel like that's gonna be the thing.
I mean, they did do it to Tony Storm in quick seconds, so
That one hurt. I really like Tony Storm.
she had like 3 matches and then she's like, "Fuck this," and left.
Yeah.
Which sucks because Tony Storm is an amazing talent.
I honestly think I think they're actually pretty high on her because they wouldn't have her as the main event previous year.
I'm just kind of down for any of the punk rock style wrestlers they bring out.
Fucking Rhea Ripley, let's go.
Rhea Ripley's badass.
I think it'd be Bianca. What do you think, Gollum?
Hoping for Bianca to win because they did her dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
like
WWE style.
It's true. Having her lose 2 seconds from a returning Becky Lynch is pretty shitty, but I think it does add more to the story of this match.
Oh, you know that they're gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
Like,
Belair had to battle her way back to get to that point again.
Yep. They're gonna definitely bring it up, and it's gonna be one of the highlights that they show leading up to the match. Yeah. Bianca worked so very hard, and you know.
So you and Yeti are Becky.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I hope Bianca wins, but I'm being realistic and calling Becky on the win. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I really want to. I really believe it's gonna be Becky, but like I want to pick Bianca. So.
Yeah, I agree. Because unfortunately, it's something WWE would do.
Yeah.
Speaking of something very WWE, Yeti is probably one of your favorite matches of the night because it has the Miz in it.
Oh no!
Much as I like the Miz.
I was gonna say
Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios.
Oh my gosh.
Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios. Oh good lord!
I want to say that we all lose.
Yeah.
The 4 guys involved.
We don't. Nobody wins. It doesn't help any. It doesn't help any of their careers.
You're extremely right. Yes.
We all just
There
went
is no
quiet,
winning
like,
in that.
nope.
That's
You know who wins? Logan Paul.
yeah, because
They fucking
No.
would.
no. He wins because for one very good reason.
Celebrities never lose at WrestleMania.
I was gonna say he's probably getting paid good money for being there.
Also true. Now keep in mind, they have both the U.S. title and the IC title unconfirmed on this night, and they gave you Logan Paul and The Miz.
Yeah.
Just saying. But I want to say it's the Mysterios, but celebrities don't fucking lose at WrestleMania, so it's probably gonna be Logan Paul.
And Ray's very good at eating pins.
Yeah, so The Miz is probably gonna make Ray eat shit. Logan Paul is gonna like half-ass knock out Dominic somehow, and Miz is gonna pin Rey Mysterio, win the match.
Don't forget, Logan is a fighter. Fucking trash.
Yes. I mean, he's
Big
more
match
qualified of a
doesn't
fighter
count
than The
for
Miz.
shit.
He's probably at this point he's probably more of a fighter than fucking Brock Lesnar.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I feel like Brock could still eat his lunch.
I'm sorry, but when the best thing you're doing with Brock is a forklift through an SUV, which when they show it at the right angle, you can see nobody was in the fucking SUV. Okay, you can literally see. You could literally see that they were not in the SUV when the forklifts went through the window. Okay? And then, no. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old the truck is. The door is not coming off a fucking truck that fucking easily.
It's Brock Lesnar, man, alright?
No. I don't. No. No, I'm
I can
sorry.
believe it. I'm not gonna lie. I can
It's
believe
Brock,
it.
man. I can believe
I'm
it's
sorry.
Brock.
No. No.
It's Brock, man. I believe it. It'd be funnier if it was Rey Mysterio doing it.
Oh.
To get in the Logan Paul's car, Rey Mysterio just rips the door off.
No. I'm sorry. You would still get knocked back a little from the door. It would not come off that easy.
This match was built up since last year, apparently, the Logan Paul match. Ever since he became friends with The Miz in real life.
Yeah.
So they literally were brewing this match for a year.
And we only started really hearing anything about Logan Paul in WWE last month.
Well, probably because WWE had to release some guys to pay his bills.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. That's why everybody got fired.
They had to fire the 37 people that are in the current WWE game to pay for Logan Paul. Which is the funniest thing about 2K22, by the way. Is the fact that a quarter of the roster is not even working in the company.
Oh, that is one of the funnier things about it.
Let's go on to
the storyline in that game is weird so far. I'm not against it. I think it's good. I think it's great so far, but
the game's definitely way better than 20.
The only thing that really I wish is they gave you more voice selection for your character.
Yeah, so that's the thing I was like. Like I made my guy a badass striker, but it's been too easy to win the matches. You know, like it's. I don't know.
I mean, I still want to get the game at some point.
It's good. It's good. Universe mode's been crashing a lot though, but apparently they're fixing it on a patch, so that's probably why it's crashing. We'll go to a happier match.
Oh
Happy
God!
Corbin versus
really? You went with that? I
really hope to watch Corbin's head to get launched off.
Look. Happy Corbin has to get revenge for Madcap Moss because Drew McIntyre basically killed him.
I mean, again, we're not complaining about that.
Right.
No, I don't.
I'm complaining about your I'm complaining about your segue into that. I would have gone with something like now let's get to a joke of a match.
There you go.
Don't worry, there's still one more of those in there somewhere.
Oh, there's a few of those in there.
We still have night 2
to
go.
Say WrestleMania wouldn't be WrestleMania at least without one good laugh.
Which it probably be Happy Corbin. Let's be fair. Honestly, Baron Corbin is not that bad. It's just they keep poking him so terribly.
Yeah.
I feel for the guy. I really do.
I feel like everything with him really went downhill when they started the whole homeless angle.
No, it went downhill when they.
I like this homeless angle, to be honest.
No, where it went downhill was when they blamed him for the ratings dropping.
Yeah, that too.
And ever since then, they've been like, "No, Corbin, you're the butt of every joke."
Mm-hmm. So now, of course, they made him the fucking Joker.
Yeah. Well, who's gonna get squashed by a
Bat
Scottish
nipples
Batman?
required.
He's gonna get squashed by a Scottish Batman. I think Drew McIntyre has to win this one, otherwise he looks like a pathetic bitch.
Yeah, I don't think
Corbin is the Joker. Does that make Madcap as fucking Harley?
Oh God. Oh God.
Well, there goes Mike's bat boner.
I can't do it anymore. I can't play Batman anymore.
You're welcome.
You've ruined my stream's bread and butter. God
You're welcome.
Golem, there goes Mike's bat boner.
Alright, so are we all saying Drew McIntyre wins this one?
Yeah. Yeah, undoubtedly.
No,
Unless...
I think Baron Corbin's gonna win it.
On it? I mean...
Yeti, you fucking troll.
No. I honestly say 90% chance that McIntyre wins. 10% chance Madcap Moss shows up and causes a distraction.
Oh, God. Yeah, he comes up in a body. He comes in like a body cast and still distracts him.
Yeah, why not? It's WWE. Let's not...
WWE, lol, and win.
Mike, we won't talk about Mae Young and Mark Henry.
Okay, well, we'll just move on to something not as bad then. To a match that actually could be really good as a show stealer, but doesn't really have as much teeth to it. Edge versus AJ Styles. Now, both these guys are great.
Oh, we're moving on to night 2?
No, this is still night 1.
Is that night 1?
Yeah.
Huh. What I'm looking at has it as night 2.
See what I mean? There's so many different... This is like literally today.
You know what? Hey, you know what? We're just going over the matches. At this point.
To be fair, everyone, there's only one match that we know for sure is going on last. Roman versus Lesnar.
Yeah.
That's the only one we know. It's 100%.
Yeah.
Lesnar's gonna win that.
We'll get to
Bloody
it.
better.
No,
Right.
We'll get to it though. AJ versus Edge. I don't really know who's gonna win this because I really don't know who it benefits more.
My money's on Edge.
You're a little biased towards Edge though. Just saying.
Fair?
You.
But still.
I mean,
Hey, he can't help it. He has a thing for men with long hair.
I was gonna say Golem gets a bat boner over Edge. Notice he doesn't argue or deny it.
Right.
I'm used to you assholes at this point.
And to be fair, both these guys are not exactly benefiting from this because they're both kind of old in real life. So.
I mean, the only.
I think they need to give Edge the win though. Like
He needs a win.
He does.
Yeah,
And
he's not in a good spot in the WWE anymore.
And unfortunately, let's face it, Yeti hit on this earlier. AJ Styles has become pretty much a fucking joke at this point.
Yeah. I think
So-
AJ's just collecting a paycheck because his career's over. He says this is his last contract.
Yeah, so at this point, it's one of those, unless they're going to suddenly start doing something with AJ, there's no point in giving him the win.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be Edge too.
I don't think either of them are going to get another belt opportunity in their career,
No.
I
which
think
is a
they're-
shame. I think Edge should get a belt one more time, considering that he's
Even-
apparently WWE's miracle, considering he's been out for so long with a broken neck, and then just miraculously he's like, which is good for him that he's better now that he can wrestle again.
Yeah.
And they should have.
WWE give Impact a middle finger and induct AJ Styles in the Hall of Fame.
Probably at some point.
I mean, let's face it, he's definitely going in at some point.
What about
Well,
you?
He won't be
Gary?
the main part of it. Like, he will not be the head of class.
No,
but he will be in.
no. It'll be like a year that Kane was in or something.
We won't talk about this year's class.
Oh, we will later. It's part of the whole WrestleMania experience, Dev.
Yeah,
But Yuri, I still didn't get what you think, Edge or AJ Styles.
It's a toss-up for me. It
Yeah.
really is. It's a toss-up.
I think it should be Edge though, like everyone else. Like he needs it more. If they're gonna do something with him, that's the time to do it.
exactly. That WrestleMania win.
It's WrestleMania more than likely at this point. Because Edge is almost 50, so like,
Yeah.
and his neck is still on borrowed time despite being cleared. So like,
I will say this, and I intend the
I will
pun.
give him credit. They are testing his neck out pretty good.
Yeah,
considering they made him feel snow.
yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this, and the pun is completely intended. I actually like the edgier Edge. I like the new Edge that they've put on Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The heel turn Edge is best Edge.
Yeah.
Edge has always been good as a heel.
Oh fuck
Oh,
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeti, you went blurry by the way.
You're talking about. Yeah,
So
you're gonna have to give it a moment. It will fix itself.
it's okay. We'll just go to what I think will probably be the final match of the night anyway. Of night one, Charlotte versus Ronda, Women's Championship.
No matter who wins, you know it's gonna end up some sort of submission.
I think it's
yeah.
gonna be Ronda winning that one.
I think it's gonna be good too.
And
Honestly.
I'm
Oh,
calling
it's
it.
gonna be a fantastic match.
I'm calling it right now. If it is a submission win, it's not going to be with the figure eight or the armbar. Just because they've been going the past couple of weeks. Oh, you're
yeah.
what one trick pony. Can only do this, can only do that.
It's gonna be Ronda with like a triangle or something because she has.
I think it's gonna be one with the opposite finisher. So I think either Ronda will win it with the figure eight, or Charlotte will win it with the armbar.
I think it'd be really cool if she beat Charlotte.
Well, see,
That would actually. But,
I was like, if it ends up, like, I agree with Yeti. If it ends up with one of their finishers being used, it's going to be by the other one.
Yeah.
Because, again, WWE loves doing that shit.
That's true. That's true. They do love doing that shit. The current predictions on the list, other than the Seth versus Cody, is actually apparently Finn Balor could still defend against Damian Priest, which could be a good match.
I'd be okay with that.
I would be okay with that, too.
Good match.
I'm always down for any time with Damian Priest.
But
I
feel...
I can see them opening up one of the shows.
I feel like that's also a possible opening for, like, the pre-show.
Oh, I hope not.
Unfortunately...
I hope Johnny Knoxville's a pre-show.
Oh my god.
Before we get to night 2, how about the Hall of Fame inductions this year, since Dev didn't want to talk about it?
No, there's only one that I don't want to talk about because I disagree with
And
it.
which one's that one, Dev?
I think he hates Vader. He hates fucking Vader.
Oh, fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike.
So the inductees this year, I don't know if they're going to add another one. They probably won't. They've been going smaller lately. The Undertaker, Vader, Shad Gaspard, and Queen Sharmell.
So many
this
choices.
is, and I quote, this is, and I quote what they put her in for: winning Miss Black America, Nitro Girl, longtime manager, and most famously Booker T. That's literally in the description.
Like,
That's hilarious.
One sentence. That's why she's in the Hall of Fame.
Booker T got her in.
Of all the women they could have put in, Sharmell.
Uh-huh.
We can all agree she earned it.
I mean, yeah, putting up with Booker T all these years.
Yeah, putting up with Booker T, of all the people to put up with.
Yeah, fuck it.
Can you imagine just going around the house and hearing all the time, 5 time, 5 time? No, 1 time. That's all I want. Just 1 time.
That does remind me of a Triple H Booker T match where Booker T should have definitely won. And I think everyone knows that match.
Yeah.
Where it was like very racial overtones and Booker should have won. Like the racist thing would have been fine if Booker won.
Yeah.
Would have had the big payoff, you know? That
Yeah.
he beat the white racist guy.
But seriously, fucking Sharmell, there's so many women that could have gone in.
Yeah, someone by the name of Miss Elizabeth still hasn't gone in yet.
Like, you put Sharmell in with fucking Vader and Undertaker.
And a man who literally sacrificed his life for his son.
Yes.
And Sharmell is in that class.
Like, the cringe. She is in that class because Booker T.
That's literally what it says. I can't, like, that's literally what the report says. Like, there's no sugarcoating it. That's exactly the reason why. It almost makes me feel like people buy their way into the Hall of Fame at this point.
Or in this case,
I'm sure that would make sense for a lot of them.
Or, you know, in this
Like
case,
Tori Wilson.
Mike, or in this case, you know, sleep their way in.
You know, speaking of sleeping your way in, you know, someone's husband's in the main event in the whole show and she's not in the Hall of Fame. Stable.
Well,
She's one of the most
hold on now.
iconic people of the 90s.
I get that, but you gotta remember with it. First of all, when it comes to those two, they've done many interviews where they have specifically stated they keep wrestling, home. They don't mix it.
Yeah, they say that until Brock Lesnar gets a giant fat paycheck to go in the Hall of Fame later.
Well,
I can't.
You're telling me Sable won't take a big paycheck to go to the Hall of Fame if she's asked?
I mean, who wouldn't?
Exactly.
That's besides the
well,
point.
Other than Scott Steiner, who's just a crazy guy. Who probably won't go in the Hall of Fame until he dies because he's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Which, okay, fair enough. That's pretty much why I waited for Randy Savage, too, to be honest, because he went a little cuckoo at the end.
Yeah. I mean...
As much as I love Randy Savage, he was a little cuckoo at the end.
And, you know, let's face it, he's also one of those people that, if WWE doesn't do dirty, should get in there twice.
Yeah. Also, China should be in by herself, too.
Fuck yeah.
oh yeah.
And I think now that we know what happened to Triple H, next year probably going to be him solo.
Probably.
Because he can't wrestle again. He literally cannot do it again.
Nope.
Unless he wants to die like Randy the Ram from the Butler.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, there's some that would do that. I don't think McMahon would allow him to do that, though.
Yeah.
Or his
You
wife, for
never
that
know.
matter. No, his wife wouldn't allow it.
No, his wife holds the cards in that relationship.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
that.
100%.
Oh, fuck
Who
yeah.
do you think got him the Stephen A. Smith interview to begin with? Vince McMahon. Like, Vince McMahon and Stephanie, they're obviously friends with ESPN.
Why do you think he held the reins of NXT?
Talking about The Undertaker. What's your favorite Undertaker streak match?
Oh, my God.
Because it is Mania, and it is Undertaker.
So many. Too many.
Obviously, mine is Taker versus Giant Gonzalez.
Mine will always be Taker versus Kane. Either one.
Dev just had an aneurysm when I said Giant Gonzalez, probably.
No, because it was a good match.
No, it wasn't. It was awful, man. No way.
It was a great match. What are you talking about?
The guy he faced was slower.
I know.
And wore a spray-painted bodysuit.
I know. Dude, you're talking to a Taker fan.
Yeah, it's one of the most iconic matches, but it's not a good reason for it. A part of one of the worst WrestleManias of all time.
Oh,
yeah.
For me, damn. I'm trying to think of mine.
That's just it. There's too fucking many.
I think the Michaels, the two Michaels ones are two of his better ones of all time. Because he's had a lot of shit ones in between his career.
Yeah.
He had a decent one against CM Punk too that I liked. Because there was a lot of like disrespect there because he did like the and stuff like that, like very old school versus new school.
Yeah.
I like that dynamic. And yet he said he liked Taker versus Kane, which is always a classic too.
Oh yeah, always fucking case it.
Those
Classic.
two work so well together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess Taker is the one that actually brought Kane to WWE's attention.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
He was.
Because they needed a monster to surprise Taker.
Yeah, and apparently originally Kane was wrestling in some independent circuit wearing a spray-painted hockey mask.
Oh yeah, that too.
Under the guise of Unabomber.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
He also wrestled as the Christmas creature, Kane.
Yeah, and of course, most notably, Dr. Yankum.
I mean, that's actually for the time period, it's pretty funny.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. I got a kick out of it.
And Taker's send-off in the Boneyard cinematic was actually a pretty cool way to send him off.
Yeah.
Where he beats the shit out of the Good Brothers and then just beats AJ.
I mean,
Cool. That match is cool. I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. That's like probably the better cinematic match of all of them.
yep. I mean, you can't. Of course, fucking 2003 2-on-1 handicap match. A-Train versus Big Show versus Undertaker.
Hey man, it was gonna have Nathan Jones, the the guy from Boggle Road, Australia,
Yep.
and that's he's most famous
The
for not
one they
having a
hyped
match.
it. One of the guys who was hyped so much on coming into the WWE. I mean, he had one of the biggest hypes coming into the WWE, and then just never fucking did anything.
Which is also which also leads to Vader, who didn't have the greatest WWE career, but had probably one of the best international careers of all time.
Oh, for sure.
And if it wasn't for Shawn Michaels being pilled up in a dickhead back in his day, Vader would have been a lot bigger. But 3-time WCW World Champion and traveled to Japan forever. I really like Vader, guy.
Can
His
we?
work with Sting was fantastic work.
Yeah.
Then again,
Yeah.
Sting make anybody look good when you're with Sting. Like,
Especially prime Sting, man.
I mean, and his
Even now.
I was gonna
Darby
say,
Allin. Oh,
even now, he can still do his
kinda,
moves.
Yeah, he's still kind of.
He still moves when he has to move.
Yeah, but I think protecting him in tag team matches is the perfect way to use them.
Yeah, especially.
Because he's 63, so.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
But considering Ric Flair at 63 and him at 63, it's pretty surprising. Or Ricky Steamboat in his 60s, even when Ricky Steamboat retired because of an injury in the 90s.
Yeah.
And obviously we already talked about Charmel, but the best one to me is a great one, Shad Gaspard, who graciously gave his life to save his son. Gets the Warrior Award this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also part of one of the more fun tag teams when I was a kid, Crime Time.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Well, come on, man. Of course.
So, my favorite thing, and I know people hate it, is when Lita was retiring and they selling all her clothes.
I remember that.
It's like Lita's retirement ceremony, and they're selling all her sex toys and stuff like that too. And it was like, oh my god, it's so funny. I know people hate it now, but it's like, honestly, that's a good way to have heel Lita go out.
Oh, for sure.
Considering she was just with Edge for so long, and that's what she was known as. But I guess we'll go back to the card itself. The more fun night 2.
Yeah.
We'll start with a good one though. The triple threat tag team: RK Bro, Street Profits, Alpha Academy.
Street Profits. Like, I don't really have much to say about that match, other than
It's gonna be
Street Profits.
good.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good match.
It's going to be a good match. It will.
That's a potential night 2 opener.
I,
It'll get the people going, and then you got Orton's always super over. Like
right.
when he wants to be over, Orton's over.
At this
And he's loving this.
And at this point, you know, I feel like the Street Profits need that big win.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I also have a feeling that Randy Orton goes back to rated RKO. Mr. Randy Orton, like the evil Orton that we all know and love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just a matter of time.
I think he turns on Riddle, and then Riddle gets pinned here.
Well, I mean, it's
or they lose, he turns on him afterwards.
It's Randy Orton.
Yeah, Randy Orton is like the opposite of Sting. You can't have any friend with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Even though he did pull out the friend word.
Yeah. Oh, I also.
You know what though? I can actually see them not doing that with Riddle and him, because they actually did something different completely to form that tag team with him. It wasn't just a tag team that was pushed upon Randy Orton; it was a respect given tag team.
And Randy Orton legit likes this guy.
Yeah, like there are so many times where Randy Orton is broken character because of Matt Riddle.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like if Yeti was a wrestler, he'd be kind of like Riddle, where he'd just be always baked and going around in a scooter and. Randy,
I can see it.
10 out of 10 definitely would.
Like, I feel like if Yeti was a wrestler, he'd be like either that or a New Day member.
Maybe who that or who?
Or a New Day member.
I don't know
like
about New Day. I can't be that positive.
The one white guy in the New Day. You'd be like Jim Carrey in Living Color.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
The one white dude.
No.
But it would work because, you know, as long as you have a lot of energy, it'll...
True.
We're talking about me. I have like the energy of a sloth here, Mike.
You have energy. Sometimes. Alright, maybe you don't. Definitely more of a Matt Riddle thing where he like seems like he has no energy at all, then suddenly he just kicks you out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh man.
I know Dev's not looking forward to it, but everyone's going to... So is everyone going to go with RK Bro or Street Profits?
Yeah, I'm down for RK, bro.
Yeah. No, like it's not that I'm not down with it. It's
I feel like Street
But
Profits...
I'm biased.
no. Bless you.
I'm biased. I just want to see the RK bro again.
Like I said, I feel like after this much time, the Street Profits deserve that win.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's not that they don't deserve the win. I'm just biased and really like RK bro.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see the Street Profits win and try to redo that bullshit Viking Raiders feud and do a proper
No,
one.
God. No.
Oh god, no.
That was funny.
No.
But
Let's
not,
not.
but not the cinematography bullshit. Like an actual, like, let's get them having a real fucking match.
Yeah.
Instead of
No,
bullshit.
I, as much as I like the Viking Raiders, I don't take them as a serious tag team.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. They should be a serious tag team. They only have 6 tag teams, and 4 of them are makeshift.
Yeah. Miz and
Alpha
Logan
Academy,
Paul.
by the way, had a better tag team before. They were called Heavy Machinery,
Nope.
and they kept, for whatever reason, Otis.
Yep.
And Chad Gable also deserves better.
I would have kept Tucker as well.
I would have kept both of them, and then had Chad Gable could have done another tag team with someone else. Had 2 good tag teams together.
When Chad Gable is in a tag team, he is gold.
He's good. He's like Tyson.
To be
Williams.
fair, I think this is probably one of the best dynamics that Otis has had, though. Like, Otis
Oh,
is
yeah.
great as a fun, lovable character, but
Yeah.
his Money in the Bank match shows why they would never keep him the way it was. That he had the opportunity,
No.
they gave it up because you could not see him as a serious champion.
Yeah, and they made him so charming with the Mandy Rose thing too, and it was actually really good.
Cute.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. He became so much of a joke because let's be honest, he was 100% a joke.
Oh, yeah, even when he was in Heavy Machinery.
Oh yeah, they weren't a super serious tag team.
The fucking Caterpillar.
They were as serious as New Day as a tag team.
No, he was
Yeah.
less. Like New Day is actually serious. You can take them serious. They may be joking around a lot, but they
well, I'm
have
not
some
saying they're
serious
bad.
moments.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying like they're not designed to be a serious FTR kind of fucking tag team.
Yeah.
They're more like a Young Bucks where they're really good and people don't take them seriously, but they should.
Right.
Which is pretty much what I think the New Day is like very similar, flashier Young Bucks. Like in terms of their presentation, they're a bit flashier.
But Mike, if we're gonna talk about one of the matches on the card that I hate,
which one is 3? There's 3 of them on night 2 right now that I'm looking at, and I'm like, these are all garbage.
fucking
And-
Pat McAfee and Austin Theory.
Oh
Alright,
my
let's-
gosh.
Pat McAfee. Austin
Like, I don't even understand why this is a thing.
So, despite some rumors that McAfee would face Vince McMahon is just an on-screen protege instead. Why would anyone think a 75-year-old McMahon would do a match? I don't know.
Agreed.
Seems legit. Why wouldn't he?
Because he's already said that he's basically not as active as he used to be, which is surprising. He's mostly just backstage now, which I'm not
Yep.
surprised. I've seen his product. He fired 85 people for no reason. I understand.
Yeah, fair point.
The dude's a fucking fossil.
I think this might be the only celebrity quote-unquote match that actually will that they'll lose because McAfee is a commentator in the company.
I
think Theory needs the rub, and he's got McMahon.
Unfortunately, I think that something's gonna happen, and Austin Theory it's gonna be an angle of Austin Theory not taking Pat seriously, and
Pat gets a roll up and wins. Like a dusty finish.
It's gonna literally, dude. I'm calling it now. This match is not gonna last more than 5 minutes.
Oh, this is gonna be like quick piss break. Go get your stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what that match is gonna be.
Which honestly, there's 3 matches that are piss break matches in this night.
Only 3.
Only 3.
Only 3.
Because the other one's the women's tag team match. Now, I feel bad for most of the women involved in this match, but there's literally no heat to this belt.
No.
No one gives a fuck.
You're right. Yeah.
All these tag teams are not real.
Oh.
It's sad that AEW has a better women's tag team division, and they don't even have a tag team division.
No.
Facts.
Queens, Lena, and Carmella, which I didn't even know were the champions, by the way, defend.
Hey, Deb.
Defend against Naomi and Sasha, Rhea Ripley and Liv, Natalya and Shayna Baszler. I, for the love of God, want Liv Morgan to win this one.
Oh, fuck.
Sake.
Yes.
He needs to. Yes.
100%.
Oh,
Liv
my God.
and Rhea need to win this fucking match so badly.
To be fair, though, I honestly really like that tag team mix, though. Rhea.
No,
with
their styles
Liv.
meshed. It's almost like a Riot Squad redubbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Naomi and Sasha don't need this. They're both former world champions already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Liv needs a title.
Liv needs a fucking title.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Liv. Like, she's always been in the spotlight for championships. Never gotten one.
Yeah, they always
Exactly.
fuck her.
Exactly.
I mean, I and the thing is, like, they've also like neutered Shayna Baszler to the point where you can't believe her, and that's sad too.
Like, they basically... Shayna Baszler used to be up there, up at a Ronda Rousey level.
She needed to beat Becky, and it didn't happen.
And they basically fucking took her balls.
Yeah. After wasting an entire elimination chamber on her.
They basically have turned Shayna Baszler into just maybe 3 or 4 steps less of a joke than R-Truth.
Yeah, and the fact is, like, I like Banks, but they instantly buried Shotzi to have Banks in this match.
Yep.
And again, Natalya, you just gotta stop. Stop being involved in matches. You're just not that good anymore. Natalya is just there to make others look better.
Wait, Mike. Anymore? She was good at some point?
Yeah, she used to be pretty good. She's a good tactician. She's never good in the mic. Never been good. She's too much like your dad.
I was gonna say, I think I'm sorry, but the only thing I've ever felt Natalya had going for her was that Hart name.
I don't think she's a good technician in the ring. She just doesn't have anything else for her.
Exactly.
And like having her and Shayna Baszler together, you might as well just bring back AOP and get a mouthpiece for them.
Ooh, he went
Shayna
there.
Natalya,
He went there.
Natalya and Shayna can't talk.
No, they really can't.
No.
I think
Liv
that's...
and Rhea are interesting.
Honestly feel like that's one of the biggest problems with a lot of the talent in WWE now.
Like, don't get me wrong, I was excited with Rhea. I've always liked Rhea. I thought that she's probably one of the best things that they've released for a female diva wrestler in a while.
Yeah.
But then they tagged her with almost a superhero, and I was like, you can't have a farther opposite.
I know.
Like, it wasn't even a good mix. Like, I hate to say it. Like,
honest to God,
Nikki didn't need to be Ash. She did not need
I feel like the only reason Nikki Cross ended up becoming
She suggested it so she could stay on TV.
Yeah.
That's the reason she did it.
Like,
But can you imagine Nikki Cross as Nikki Cross with Rhea and Liv as a new Riot Squad?
oh my god, I wish they had never gotten rid of Nikki Cross.
That'd be a good trio.
I miss
Would be
the
a
old
good
days
trio.
of Nikki Cross where she was like the unpredictable cannon in the
Fuck
ring.
yeah, fucking
With
came
the
out and
callback,
fucking
came out dirty as could be and
Yep.
fucking just
Yeah.
had
Dude,
energy as thrill
fucking-
to fucking
She had
I love
Killian
her
Dane
gay
and
happy
Eric
The
Young
fucking-
release her.
I was gonna say the days of fucking EY and
They fired her husband too, and he was also good. Killian Dane.
yeah.
That was another.
Unfortunate-
team that should have been
I was gonna
together.
say, and there's another wrestler they basically made into a fucking joke.
Yeah, Eric Young's an icon in the industry. He's so underrated.
And I'm talking about Killian Dane.
Yeah.
When they
he was,
fucking
he was
put him
huge
with
in
Maverick.
before. Yeah, and he was big in England before.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, they
Can you
made,
imagine him and Haas fights with Walter.
dude, they made him into a fucking joke. Teamed him with Maverick, who, let's face it, has always been a fucking joke.
Yeah.
And it's also sad because like I never believed in Drake Maverick being any good. I don't get it. I don't get the Rockstar Spud thing in Impact when he was in Impact. I don't get it.
Oh yeah, no. That's what I was gonna say. Even back in fucking Impact,
I don't get it.
when he
I
fuck,
also don't get. I also don't get the traction of Leo Rush. Why everyone wants him back so bad. He's a big whiny bitch that always quits.
yeah,
Leave it be.
but he knows how to draw and he knows how to talk.
He's also a 23-year-old whiny bitch about everything he does.
Yeah, but you know he'll grow out of that.
guys. I just want Elias to come back. That's all I care about.
You know what? You know who?
Oh my
Sure,
God,
Seth
Cody
Rollins
Rhodes versus
Rollins.
Elias.
No. Seth Rollins versus Elias.
That's what I was just
That's
thinking.
what-
I was like, wait a minute.
Seth gets mad and he's like, "All right, fuck this. I'm leaving." Since no one's hear the doo-doo.
WWE stands
Oh, they had
for.
hype about him coming back. They had hype for a while about him coming back. That he wasn't going to be a magician anymore. That there's a new Elias coming.
Yeah, you know why?
And-
Because they replaced it with Rick fucking Boogs.
Yeah,
To be fair, Rick Boogs is the better magician style character.
magician,
I'm tired.
dude.
He snapped
I mean-
his fingers. And
I could see him as a
Boogs.
magician,
What's
too.
happened to him?
Oh, Yeti's tired. What the fuck's my excuse at the beginning?
And I've been sick for
Oh.
4 days. Yeti, by the way, are you available to watch something next weekend?
I sadly am not. I'll be working next weekend.
I'll be watching it with my parents.
All
As
right.
much as I would love to be there, because like that, I was actually kind of excited for WrestleMania this year, even though the card is bad as hell.
Oh,
Even though I've seen better cards in a deck of cards.
because like I'm working this Saturday, but I'm available on the Sunday, so I'm probably just gonna hang out with Zod, I guess.
Seeing better cards in Yu-Gi-Oh than I would in wrestling.
Speaking of Karibos, Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville.
Ah, I see
I'm
what
kind
you
of excited
did
for
there.
that.
I see what you did there. That was good.
Nice.
That was very good.
That was pretty good.
WWE's resident Karibo, Sami Zayn, will take on Johnny Knoxville from Jackass.
I'm okay with it.
I
I
won't.
want to see
I'm
Johnny
not.
Knoxville kick his
No,
ass.
I'm not. You wanna know why I don't like this? Because Ricochet is not on the fucking card and he has the goddamn title. And they replace it with Johnny fucking Knoxville instead of just having Knoxville with him in the match.
Yeah, fucking make it a tag match or something.
Yes!
Ricochet's gonna come out and interfere.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying before. Ricochet's gonna come out, interfere. Knoxville's gonna pin Sami Zayn, and it's gonna be Ricochet versus Sami Zayn on fucking Smackdown
Yeah.
once again. Instead of just finishing it here at WrestleMania like we did. God, I feel for Sami Zayn, but it's Johnny Knoxville.
At this point, I'm
Celebrities
just getting
don't
a
fucking
kick out of them
lose.
screwing Sammy over.
I think they do, but I think Sammy likes it because he re-signed with the company. He could have left.
At any time, he could.
Him and Owens like being like this.
Yeah.
They like the
Well,
entertainment.
Owens, I don't know if he likes it, but I think he just takes it because it's the only brand that will allow him to be as much of a mouthpiece that he is. Because a lot of the brands won't allow that anymore.
Well, I mean, a certain other guy bought ROH, so he might have been able to go back to that.
True.
He was King ROH for a while, but Sami Zayn's never been serious. He used to be El Generico. He's never been a serious character.
You can't see it, but I'm face palming.
But he's good. He's great. I just think Johnny Knoxville's gonna win because celebrities don't lose at WrestleMania.
Agreed.
It's too obvious. It's too obvious that Ricochet's gonna come out, fuck with Sami Zayn, and Knoxville's gonna win. He's probably gonna pull the tights or hold the rope or some shit.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Anything goes.
Yeah.
So it's not even going to be a case of a distraction.
It's going to be a handicap match.
Like, Ricochet just... Sammy... Here you go. Sammy comes out, does his crap about, oh, they're screwing me over, yada, 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 it's conspiracy. Out comes Ricochet and Johnny Knoxville. Ricochet does all the leg work. Johnny Knoxville does the pin.
Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes.
Oh my god!
Hey, so let's be honest here. At least we know Johnny Knoxville can take a hit. Some of the current WWE superstars can't. At least Johnny Knoxville will be able to.
And we know Pat McAfee can too, because he was an NFL player.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned. I'm not too sure Logan Paul actually's taken a real hit before. I know
his boxing match he had with KSI was fake as fuck, so I doubt he can take a hit.
I doubt he can take a hit.
KSI is not even a real boxer either, so I don't know if I buy that. It's a street fight.
So to be fair, he hasn't really fought anybody who is a boxer that isn't retired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he likes to find the ones that can't color in the lines anymore and be like, he used to be good.
That's what I was waiting for. Yep. That's what I was waiting for.
Him and his brother are both just like not even taking on real competitors.
Both the Paul brothers are idiots. What do you say?
Agreed. Idiots.
I don't get it. So, what else do I have here? Was that it? Other than the main event itself now?
I think so.
Oh, okay. That's how great this card is.
Yeah,
it's also incomplete by WWE's words, not ours.
Yeah.
Week before the show. Fantastic.
So.
Which means we're going to get another wrestler that we're not expecting.
Most likely.
They're going to sign him like this week.
Yeah.
We brought back Braun Strowman, guys.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'd forgive them. I'd forgive them. I would 100% forgive them. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
The Create Your Narrative stable with EC3 and Killian Cross. The narrative stable.
There you go. That's how they're gonna get that. That's how they're gonna get that brand off the ground. They're gonna invade WrestleMania.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Talk about a least convincing invasion angle. Let's get these.
And let me guess, it's going to be the Hardy Boys, and Daniel Bryan.
John Moxley.
It's gonna be
anybody who's been from the WWE is coming back just to.
It'll be just the guys associated with Braun Strowman. So it'll be all the steroided guys that don't have a job anymore.
So Ryback.
They'll bring back Ryback. 3. They got Karrion Kross, who's the least steroided of the bunch. I'm surprised about.
Grr, it's feeding time. Grr.
Yeah.
Feed me more steroids. Grr.
Yeah, Ryback is the most bitter man in wrestling. By the way.
He is. Dude, he's more bitter than black coffee.
my God, like he found a way to be negative about Triple H being forced to retire.
Yep.
What a dick! Like
Dude almost lost his fucking life. Eat a
He
dick.
he literally said you ended up being the biggest disappointment for me personally, but from loving you growing up. But I wish you well. Like, go fuck yourself, Ryback.
Go eat a dick, Ryback. Go eat a dick. At least, you know, Triple H has a fucking job.
Triple H also didn't bury him. Ryback buried himself by being a watch master.
Yep.
He almost killed CM Punk.
Yep. No. Like it was stated in one of the channels, he taught CM Punk how to fly.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Right to the concrete, back in head.
Yeah. But back to this winner-take-all match.
So, I don't believe this unification bullshit because they have two TV brands that are completely separate from each other, and they both want their own title.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think it's a true unification. I think one's just
I
going
think
to
it will
really
be.
lose.
I think it's going to be a true unification. I'm not going to lie.
I don't think it should be.
I don't think it should be either, but
I don't think it should be, but I think it will
They're
be.
probably going to retire the Universal title, bring back another new belt they don't need to fucking bring back, because they're not going to. I don't think Fox is going to like the fact that they lost their championship.
no. See, what's gonna happen is Roman is gonna win.
He has to.
Okay.
He has to.
With all the hype and everything they've put into, you know, acknowledge me.
Oh yeah.
I am the tribal chief. Acknowledge me. 500 and however many, almost 2 fucking years now with the belt.
2 years.
I think he's going to lose it.
I hope he loses it.
This is the only person they can hype up enough to
Who
make it.
Who beats Brock then? They've booked themselves into a corner.
Yeah. The only way...
They'll bring somebody back.
I think it has
There's
to be
too
Roman.
much hype on Roman for Roman to lose.
The only way I see this match going...
To win.
The only out I see for them... Okay... Brock gets to the point where he can get the 1, 2, 3. And if I'm not mistaken, the Usos match is night 1.
Yeah.
This is night 2. They have that slight chance to recover from their match. They come out, or even better yet, Paul Heyman slips the belt into Reigns.
I think
Disqualification.
You're gonna see Heyman do something to help the Beast.
I honestly don't think
I don't-
Brock Lesnar should win.
I don't think Brock should win.
I don't think he should, but I think he's going to.
I'm calling a disqualification. No contest match.
You know what would be really funny?
They both knocked each other out.
Yeah, that'd be true. Roman Reigns' dad comes out and costs him the match.
Oh, God. Oh, God. That'd be fucking hilarious.
And it causes a big feud with the entire family.
That'd be fucking
The
hilarious.
Anoa'i family.
Next thing you know, The Rock shows up like, fuck y'all, get your shit together.
Because his dad's a scary fucker, so, like, I don't know.
Golem just asked a question that hurt my heart.
What's up?
Same.
Uh,
I'm glad I wasn't the only one who heard that.
Golem, go ahead and re-ask. No.
Brief brain fart, so I asked who his dad was again.
Sika. From one of the Wild Samoans.
That hurt my heart.
Okay, now I'm
whose
starting
brother,
to
whose brother was Rosie.
Aight.
Yeah, they're all related to like Yokozuna, Rikishi.
The Rock.
Yeah, they're all related.
Yep.
Okay. I get it now.
Rikishi,
Yeah, the
Rikishi's
Samoans have
sons
all
are
been
Usos.
like family oriented in this WWE.
It'd be funny that how about Rikishi comes out with the Usos and finally convinces him to turn on Roman.
and then he just starts fucking busting a move.
And And then he just gives Roman a stink face to end the night.
Oh.
That'd be one of the worst ways to end it.
That would
It
that would be
He
doing Roman so dirty in
it'd be
more ways than
WWE
one.
basically saying everything we did was bullshit.
No, Rikishi shit at that point.
God damn. No, I think it has to be Roman. But you're probably right that it's gonna be Brock. But I think it has to be Roman because when have they ever built up a monster heel this good in a long time?
But how are they going to end it if they don't?
Yeah, but if you give
Are
it
you
to
just
Brock,
going to
who
have
fucks
him
with
as the
Brock?
champ?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Brock doesn't have the heat behind him anymore. So yeah, he gets a
Give
lucky
him
win.
both belts. I can give him a heat.
You know what?
I
I see what Yeti's saying. You give Brock that lucky victory. Give him for the whole point of, it's Brock Lesnar. He just unified the
Is it
titles.
lucky if Brock wins? I don't think it's lucky if Brock wins anything.
But what I think what Yeti's saying is,
Make it so close
unify-
that, it could have went either way.
yeah, and unifying the titles under Brock is a better angle than, unfortunately, unifying them under Roman, because at this point, he's got the tribal chief thing. He's got the heat behind him. He doesn't need this moment.
Neither one of them need this moment.
Of the two of them, Brock needs it more, though.
No, he doesn't. Brock's a Hall of Famer without this.
Yeah. Brock's career is in stone. Like, it's
Brock's
not
had like what 6 main event fucking matches at Mania. He doesn't need this.
And he took the streak.
Yep.
Took the streak. Brock does not need this. He's been built as the final boss of WWE for a reason.
Yeah.
No one has. They need to build someone new to beat Roman, not to beat Lesnar. I think it's pointless to have Lesnar win. They're gonna do it, but I think it's pointless.
Well, hold on a second now. They've built Brock as, basically Bowser. He is the Bowser fight. Okay. So,
The Thanos of WWE, for fuck's sake.
I would say Thanos, yeah. He
But-
just obliterates half the roster in one go.
you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
So, what if they're doing this to pass the torch? New final boss.
Yeah, but who's the
I'm sorry, but they've already kind of made Roman into like the big guy. They gave him John Cena. They gave him like every fucking legend they can throw underneath of him. Like, they don't have anybody hyped enough that they can take Roman out within this year. So unless Brock wins this, it means we're going to probably have another year of Roman Reigns if they want to make him believable.
There's another factor in this. Does McMahon want to pay Brock another $1 million to hang around with the belt?
Yeah, 100%. Why do you think they're getting rid of so many people?
McMahon always does that shit. Because he says, "quote unquote," I'm not worried about AEW.
But Yeti's right.
And
Yeti is right in one regard.
I don't know.
Or maybe Mike was the one that said it. They've basically, put themselves in a corner.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who wins or loses. They've booked themselves in the corner because they have no one else to come in and defeat them.
Unless they're bringing
What,
in.
are they just gonna let Cody Rhodes come in out of nowhere and beat it? No, they're not
won't
gonna.
do it.
Digging
He's
their own
AEW.
grave.
Oh, God.
He's gonna get buried. He's AEW. Who's gonna get buried?
No, I just had a funny thought.
What? Cody Rhodes comes in, interferes in the match.
No.
Goes to Stardust.
No. I'm thinking fucking. I'm going back to Jinder Mahal's second lackey.
Oh, Veer Mahan.
Veer fucking coming out and taking out Brock. I mean, it would be an interesting twist.
Yeah, you gotta build someone to beat Brock. I don't think you can just have someone beat up Brock.
Why?
Because is it believable?
If he comes out...
It's more believable if Cody Rhodes than Cody Rhodes doing it, because he's like half the size of him.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
that'd be really funny. Cody comes out with a fucking chair and just beats the shit out of Brock.
No, dude. Build up to the... Start the build up to the next pay-per-view. And I feel like...
The problem with this is, though, Dev, you're building up to the next pay-per-view. WrestleMania is supposed to be the end of all the feuds.
Yep.
And this doesn't end because no one is going to be able to beat either of these guys anyways. Because there's no one good enough yet. They've put themselves into a terrible corner.
I feel like
I said, if he doesn't win here, we've got if Brock Lesnar doesn't win here, we got another year of Roman Reigns. And I don't think they're going to give him that long of the belt run. I think they're going to take the belt from him, and then the next story arc we're going to have is Roman trying to fight to get the belt back because he feels like a disgrace to his family. He's no longer the head of the table. He's no longer the bread maker until he has that belt.
I actually don't hate that angle. I don't hate that angle, actually.
It might be their only solution at this point.
But again, that goes back
they have to build someone else. Otherwise, they're going to book themselves in the same corner again next year.
I was going to say, and it goes back to what Mike said, where WrestleMania is supposed to be the end of the feuds.
I mean, it never is anymore, but...
True.
That's why they have WrestleMania Backlash, because they can't let it go.
This is also a very true fact.
They can't just let it go.
WrestleMania Rewind.
We'll just run the state matches again, don't worry. But don't worry, we'll give you the feed anymore. We'll just fire him.
Oh God!
You want to slightly use Alexa?
We won't. We won't.
Also, where the fuck's Alexa? She's been healthy for like a year.
Yeah, and they did all those freaking. Oh, Alexa went to the psychiatrist.
I thought we were gonna get the old Alexa back.
That's what I thought.
I don't think we'll ever get the original Alexa back. I think we'll get a better Alexa back.
I think she'll get fired. Is what I think. She's on the next cutting list. It's March. It's almost spring cleaning again.
She going back to AEW. She going to AEW.
I could see her actually going to Impact because her friends are the Iconics.
So speaking of going back to brands, I'm a little confused by Dolph Ziggler as NXT champion.
I was gonna say, didn't McMahon say he doesn't want to push older stars anymore on NXT?
That's what I thought.
He did.
And then he puts Mandy Rose and Dolph Ziggler, both older than anyone on the roster.
Yeah.
As the champions.
Yeah.
I think what he meant to say is, I don't want Triple H's chosen people. Just tell us.
Pretty much.
Dolph Ziggler is not exactly he's not exactly a new homegrown talent.
No, he's not.
He's been on for like 15 years. I don't get it. And then they had Braun Breaker lose after he just debuted.
Yeah. I mean, Dolph is only 41, which I guess might as well be 60 in the wrestling world. WWE. I was gonna say, in the wrestling world, that's basically ancient.
But McMahon also stated he doesn't want anyone older than 30 to be pushed on NXT 2.0. First thing he does is push Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
Who, congrats, she deserves it for the heat magnet she is. But why on NXT?
Because unfortunately, there's
the only spot they felt they could grow her because the other divas already have stuff going.
I was gonna say because unfortunately,
they only use 4 of them.
And
one of them's still on mat leave, so they're down to 3.
Yeah. You've got.
Also, where the fuck's Asuka? She's still out with an injury magically?
I still want her to come back.
She'll come back, and when she comes back, she'll dominate the WWE
Nah, she'll be
They're
cut
just-
too. Her and Alexa will be the next string of cuts. That's how
I
much
don't know
hope
if I
I
agree
have.
on that.
I mean, you say that, but like, how many cuts surprised us last 2 years?
This is fair.
That's very, very fair.
Asuka's also a Triple H picked woman, so we'll see.
Right. Oh no.
Because he scouted her in Japan. Because he loves Japanese wrestling. But you know who also likes Japanese wrestling? Who's a famous Japanese wrestler? Kenny Omega. Even though he's not Japanese, he's famous there. And I feel like if they let Asuka go, that's a big mistake. Because she's going to be literally their head of the whole company.
Agreed.
She's had such a dominant run on the WWE as a diva. I don't think they're just gonna let her go.
I mean, yeah, you say that. But so did Braun, and they surprisingly fired his ass and replaced him with Omos.
Yeah, but he was on a downward streak for a while now. Like, let's be honest.
They
As much as I
booked
love,
him horribly.
yes, they did. I'm not saying that it wasn't the WWE that screwed him, but they haven't screwed Asuka that bad yet. You can still think of Asuka. You can still think of her coming back and dominating the WWE without even trying.
I really fucking hope so.
Agreed.
I feel like an Asuka versus Ronda for the belt would be a good one.
But again, let's remember. Yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, how about
There's a reason I use that word.
how about the Raw after Mania? What's the big thing you think will happen in
Hell if I know.
after? That's usually the case.
They'll be talking about the new champion.
Yeah.
Which one?
I don't know what the fuck WWE doing no more.
Veer Mahan.
Oh.
You know that Sami's gonna come out and spiel his crap about he got screwed if he loses.
Oh, he probably will.
You know?
No, of course he will.
Yeah, of course he will.
Like, unless he wins the match somehow, you know he's going to.
And if it is Cody versus Seth, I could see Cody coming out and just starting to dominate people. Or he gets booked. Those are the only two ways you're gonna go with it.
He's gonna
get buried or he's gonna get booked well. One of the two is gonna happen.
But either way, if he does return at WrestleMania, then Monday night he's gonna come out and have his 15 minutes to say whatever he has to say. And he'll be interrupted by somebody.
Yeah, like his whole I went from undesirable to ungoddamn deniable. That whole spiel is perfect if he comes back. He does it again in WWE.
Yeah.
Because when he did that in one of the first Dynamites, it was perfect. I went from undesirable, unwanted, unused to undeniable. Cody Rhodes is a pro at the mic. You just let him be Cody Rhodes.
Boys get away with words.
He does.
Uh-huh.
You
Because-
gotta remember who his father is. Like,
Exactly.
His father was just a simple son of a plumber. What are you talking about?
And his brother is like really good at anything you give him. Gold dust.
Yes.
I fucking loved Gold, man.
Dude, he was undeniable. He was undeniable. Especially, come on now. We talk about Goldust. We can't not talk about when he went through the freaking screen into the electronics and literally just fucking. Like,
No,
you can't.
No. That was the
That
worst
was
part
great.
of Goldust. No.
No!
That was
Hello!
great.
Mike!
Faking Tourette syndrome is not exactly a 2022
No.
thing we should talk about.
No.
No, it wasn't Tourette's. It was.
He was electrocuted, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but then he
It
had
was a
Tourette's for
stutter.
several months.
No,
He
his.
got injured, which was like saving grace for him.
But what I'm saying is, like, his random spastic moments after they're getting electrocuted.
Oh, like he made everything work. Him and Cody are both
It
really
worked.
good.
He made it work. I
Like,
can't.
Cody making a see-through mask work as like I'm disfigured is really funny.
Yeah.
Only he can make it work. Putting paper bags in everyone's head. Like, I'm disfigured. It's a see-through mask coating. You're not fooling us. Like, we can see your face is fine. You just look like a rose.
But like again, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't see many other wrestlers that could have made those work.
No, the Rhodes are a rare breed.
Yeah,
That's why I think it will probably still end up being Rhodes versus Rollins, but I do think it's still too obvious. And WWE doesn't usually like giving us the obvious answer.
unless of course they can't think of anything else to do.
Which is what this card is telling me.
They can't think of it to do this year.
The fact that they haven't confirmed the card fully a week before is scary to me.
I have to agree.
It's your Super Bowl of wrestling, and you can't decide who's participating.
It's literally gonna just be like during the pre-show. This match just added to the night.
Veer Mahan versus Brock Lesnar.
Fucking
WWE title. Winner faces Roman.
fucking yeah, no fucking in a weird, strange somehow turn of events. Fucking Kevin Owens has suddenly come down with the flu. Taking his place will be Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins versus Stone Cold. We're really confused, and then Kevin Owens comes out the next day. He's fine now. He's Sami Zayn the tag team match against Johnny Knoxville.
It was you see what had happened was, okay, I thought I was sick. It turned out to just be gas. I was on the toilet for like 2 hours. I feel fine now.
They would do it too. God damn it. They
really
do fart angles before.
They would. Again.
They've done poop jokes. They literally sprayed the wrestler down with
guys.
poop and
Guys.
poop on other wrestlers.
They literally had Natalia do a fart gimmick.
Hello. I mean, I can settle the fact that they would do something like this very easily. Mae Young and the Hand.
Yep.
They wanted to make people believe that Mickie James was fat.
Oh yeah, no, that
Yeah, just because she's not a beanpole like Michelle McCool doesn't make her fat.
No.
Right? No one bought that once.
But yes, Mae Young gave birth to a hand.
Hey, that hand grew up to be a handsome hand.
I hear he's a hand model now.
Oh god. He's really good at those hand jobs.
No.
I give that joke a thumbs up. I'll give you a hand with that.
This is probably the best part of the night.
I give you a hand with that joke.
Oh my goodness.
You go to his OnlyFans, you got a bunch of handyman.
Stop. Okay, we're good.
He taught us
He makes money hand over fist.
Mike, he taught us the true sound of one hand clapping.
Oh my god.
Well, it's been 2 hours. We've discussed the show. What a way to go.
Hello, but I feel bad.
It's been a very handy stream.
No, I feel bad. I feel bad for him. He'll never be able to facepalm.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Especially at these jokes.
I swear to God, these jokes are getting out of hand.
He gives a middle finger to his dad for going to AEW.
What are you talking about? He gave him a hand packing.
Where are they now? They're going to feature this hand.
They will.
No,
They're gonna have the hand. They're gonna have Hornswoggle.
No. Honestly.
Oh, that's who's coming back to the WWE.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Hornswoggle becomes the new boss. He pins Roman Reigns.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck it. No, Brock uses him as a weapon.
That's a little battering ram.
But no, Mike.
I'm sorry, Yuri.
Mike, that show where they have been finding the lost treasures of the WWE.
Yeah.
On the next season, they're gonna look for the hand.
Yeah, the hand too. The old rubber hand. Still has all the saline solution on it.
Oh god.
Hey Yuri, thanks for joining us tonight.
And they're, and they're gonna find the Mark Henry sexual chocolate singlet in there too.
Oh my god. It's actually folded up inside the hand.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Alright, thank you for everyone for coming on the show tonight. We did drop some viewership after the hand talk. Thank you for Yeti for coming back onto the show.
I don't know, Devil. Why do you watch this?
Yeti will hopefully be
goddammit.
doing more of another version of this show with Vord and possibly Devil and Nebby. I'm not sure what Vord's plan is anymore. To do a news-based show.
Fucking A.
Hopefully keep you guys in tune for that. I have a couple projects I'm working on. Once I'm feeling better, I'll reveal some more stuff. Dev, do you have anything new coming up?
I can't even think right now. My brain is dead.
Alright,
At this
Yuri?
this point.
What's up?
Yuri, what you got anything new coming up for your channel since we have you on?
I don't know. I just finished the storyline of Horizon Forbidden West last night, so.
Oh, nice.
See what I got.
Follow Yuri, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a very good story. I can.
Devil, if you can shout everybody out again, please.
Follow Gollum and Yuri, especially. Gollum is trying to get his path to affiliate. Gollum, thank you for coming on as well. When are you streaming again?
Let me find out. So
Tomorrow,
I can
right?
Yeah, I'll be going with Devil May Cry 5.
Ooh, that's a good game.
That's a good one. And Gollum's getting a lot better too the more he does it, so that's good to see. So let's get
I will be
Gollum
getting
to
a capture
affiliate.
card soon, so I'm not limited to my PS4.
Don't worry, Yeti and I will one day help you get hooked up with different stuff. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But yes, check those guys out. Thank you for coming by. Check me out if you want. If you like how I act here, it's pretty much all that by myself on my stream.
Yes, you just have to learn to ignore the bat boner.
I can no longer do Harley Quinn because that's now been forever ruined. Because now I can't unpicture Mad Cat Moss as Harley Quinn.
Alright.
It is worse when I'm by myself. Thank you for coming in. Gaming Devil for, of course, always sticking around with us and somehow enduring our bullshit.
I was gonna say enduring our insanity.
And Dev, I'll pass it off to you to wrap it up.
I don't even know where to go after all the hand jokes.
We could try to raid someone else.
I've already got somebody in mind to raid.
Alright.
They are actually. His name's Hex. He is currently the
time that Yeti put the cat in the cannon, is that the oh no, it's must have been, yeah. Yes, that's one of the best clips. He pulls the cat out to the ocean.
But
Long live the king.
Oh, hey look, Mike, there you go.
Oh no.
Harley Quinn just sauntering along.
Yeah, I don't know. The camera just happened to go that way. I didn't control it.
Yeah, just happened to go that way. Just happened to go that way. Alright, so, like Mike said, thank you to Yeti, Golem, and Yuri for being on tonight. It was definitely a good time. I know Mike's going to be streaming tomorrow night.
Yeah, hopefully. And then the podcast itself should be back after WrestleMania weekend, so either the 10th or 11th.
We might, you know what? We might have to do a special night for the podcast where we discuss the actual results of WrestleMania.
We might all be dead by then. We might all be like crying in a puddle somewhere after how bad it is. We might come back and have Veer Mahan and Cody Rhodes as 2 world champions. It's WWE. Who gives a fuck at this point?
No, fucking The Miz and Paul Logan now
Miz and Paul Logan.
tag
Paul
team
Logan?
champions. Logan Paul, dude, I don't care enough about the motherfucker to say his name right.
The Paul brothers decide to become tag team champions.
Yeah.
RK Bro.
Yeah, exactly. and somehow the Miz overcomes turmoil and defeats Ricochet.
Johnny Knoxville becomes 24/7 champion, guys.
God damn.
Dana Brooke gets pinned.
My goodness.
Dana Brooke gets pinned by Johnny Knoxville. Knoxville comes out. Sami Zayn becomes 24/7 champion.
Yeah. Love it.
Why?
All right.
Dana Brooke.
Why do I feel like that's actually going to happen?
It's the WWE.
I was gonna say because it's the WWE.
All right. Well.
Oh my god.
Let's head
So
to our raid out.
where'd it go? I lost track of where he is now on my stream.
We've lost track of everything.
I've lost track of everything. I don't know anything anymore.
Man, I'm glad to know that me being sick is still ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I'm running as fuck right now, though.
Okay. Paul, god damn it.
Wrap it up, Dev, before we forget again.
So, like I said, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna raid out to my buddy Hex. He's playing Apex Legends.
Sounds good.
He is an amazing dude. His community actually is one of the ones that helped me get my affiliate. So go show him some love, some support. I'm not sure when I plan on streaming next. I never do until that day, but.
And if you liked the wrestling stuff, we'll do more. We might even try to do Double or Nothing, the AEW show.
Ooh, we could do that. But.
But until then.
Till next time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay high. I know Yeti will.
he is right now,
guys.
I was gonna say, he probably is right now.
I've been waiting to get off the camera to go get my joint. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, then we should. So you know what we should do? We should cancel the raid and just keep talking.
No, at that point, I'll just turn the camera off and go get a joint.
Yeah, at that point, it's like I'm leaving anyway. Fuck you
Alright.
guys.
Anyways, I will catch y'all next time.
Bye, guys. Keep it
Stay
going.
for the
Have a
raid.
good time.
Bye. Have a good time. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Tip your waitresses.